What goes on? What's the deal, everybody? How you doing? We back. We live. We here. Fill up. Coming up on this 1 hour closure. Let's see what happened. FOMC really brought us up, right? Another rate cut. Good. The daily did what the daily was supposed to do, make that bottom wick and drive. If anybody paid attention when we closed out the stream yesterday, the buys off 37 looked good. And then right as we closed at 10 p.m., Bucker just came down. Somewhere here. Where's 37? Where is it? Oh, right here. All right. Yo, where am I looking? 9th at 10 p.m. There we go. This candle. Yeah, right there. So we called it a stream up here, and then we opened up and we dropped straight to this area. If we look on the 30 or the 15, there we tapped 37. I think we came up. Oh, we saw more. Saw quite a bit. There. 37 flat with entry. Come on, press. Goddamn it. No, why can't I do this? There we go. 37 flat was entry. Was that all it was? Was it 28 pips and then came back? I thought it was like 50. Yeah, no, then it dropped way lower, then it came back up. Yeah. Unless that initial reaction was there, right? On the 5 minute, I just don't see it here. Where is it? Yeah, 35 pips. That's what it was. 34 pips. But yeah, it paid. Right up the stream, it just dropped. I went to put the kids to bed. I was looking at it on the phone. I was like, oh shit, that's crazy. Right at our level. All right, daily bullish today. The 4 hours closed bullish. We've tapped the 4 hour resistance, right? The little 4 hour target. The hourly, a good level. See the 4 hour and the hourly fell in line over there. That was good. That happened on the last hourly candle. Probably beginning of the hour. That looked pretty good. What was the stop? The stop was unbearable though. 60. Let's get these levels drawn up. Very bullish today, especially with the rate drop. Get this most recent level here. 15. Previous resistance we just got back to. Looking like the 30 is going to give us a celery play if we break these highs. Be interesting, but it is out of resistance areas. Girls, stop buying. What up, Neil? See you guys. What up, Reggie? What's going on? People at the Zoom door. Options in the building. Jay's here. It's a ride. Yeah, a little tough in terms of limit orders right now. I don't see any levels falling in line. Yeah, you see what happened last time we were here? Look at this drop. There's just no pullbacks. That's massive. What's up, Jay?
What's good, Wix?
What's up, man? Turpy, yeah. Nice. Took the buy on the flip of the hourly. Good job. I'm just doing a breakdown, just looking at the levels. I haven't even looked at the, but yeah, not bad. Never broke that previous candle low. Heavy bullish momentum. Well, while it's riding up, we can just be patient. We can wait. We can enjoy this ride up, let it form some structure, and we can trade it. I got to leave at 9:30, 9:40 tonight. Giving you guys fair warning. Tonight's one of the nights I got to run early. Like 10 trades deep. Yeah, I can imagine every pullback. Yeah. Oh. What else? What else we got? Jumping the news all day. I can't. I just turned the TV off. Got a headache from the news. Can't light anything. The damn lighter fell in the pool. Oh, it's drying up. I saw a spark. Let's adjust the stream record because that's from yesterday. I mean, the session trades. close above here, I don't mind looking for some buys on the next candle. Need a closure.
Hey, Wix, I think we have people at the Zoom door.
Oh yeah, we do. Thank you. Super's a beast, too scared to even touch it. It should be coming up. Yeah, good question. I'm new here. Do you draw the lines at support and resistance level on each time frame? How does this work? I try to see where the levels fall in line the best. But yeah, I do a top-down analysis. I like to draw the lines on a higher time frame, but sometimes it just makes sense on a smaller time frame based on the more recent levels, right? Like this is an older, but an hourly level, right? So I'm going off the most recent resistance on the 15 because previously we drove through here, right? So there is an hourly level, but we drove through all that range and then came back. So I would expect price to do the same thing once we get out of this most recent range. So yeah, I'm looking at the most recent range, but I'm looking at overall at that point that all the small time frames fall in line there. If things don't fall in line, you're in a chop usually. Or the range hasn't really been set. Let's see what this 15 does. 420 left on this 15-minute. What up, Turk? What's going on? What's up, Zoom gang? Turf, yeah, I see you. We're here early. Early. Buy about to attack. What it is. 4-hour level. What's your take on today? I'm bullish. I'm very bullish, right? Especially after the rate drop. I'm bullish. Thank you. That helps. Do you only draw them at the body, or do you also draw them at the wicks? No, I try to match up the bodies. Like sometimes you see how it's at the wick here, because that wick matches with this body. The 4-hour level up here, which is also a 1-hour level, which is also a 30 level, right? And on the 15, there's a fake out there every time. So if we look at the 15, right, we have this as a level, and then we close above. We don't drive, we fake out, and then we get down here, right? And we get a closure above, we don't drive, we fake out, come back down here, right? So this solid level here. So we're most likely going to have a sell limit once we get up there at 42.90 flat. I took the trade last night at 42.37. It went for like 30 pips, then tanked down. Thanks. Yeah, I mean, all you needed was 20, 30 pips out of there. Buys at the previous 4-hour low. Very nice. Probably move stops to break even too early. You got 20 pips. W. Amazing. What is sitting at 42.80? Probably. I got no sell limits, so I got no limit orders at 280, 42.79. I see it as a level on the 30, but that's all it is, just on the 30, which is at this point, the 30 looks like the better level here. It falls in line with this range. So I like the closure there. That falls in line with the range here. Zoom door. You guys keep getting kicked out, or what is it? Everybody just keeps leaving and coming in. Looking for sell signal around 42.90. Yeah, what I'm looking for. It'll be roughly a 90 pip stop here though, right? If we're looking at 42.90, that's 98 pip stop, 99 pip stop. So probably maybe a 1 lot. I don't want to risk a 2 lot on that. In the speech, missed a nice reentry on the 3 inside up pattern. On the 4, I'm not sure what that is. On the 4-hour low. Like, yo. Just got home. W. Relax. Have a seat. Grab some water. And work. Welcome all the new names. Glad you're here. Absolutely. Been running it up. Yeah, drop a like and sub to the channel if you're new here. Please share this stream. See what happens. It'll be interesting if we, okay, so you see these 2 levels? Go to the 30. This is a 15, this is a 30 level. If we can close respecting, right, the 15, next 15 breaks down, taps the 30 level and closes back up above 15, right? We have ourselves a fake out, a 30 holding support, and then we can look put it right up. But for now, it looks like we're going to come down to support here. New, glad to be here. I'll make sure to like, yes, please. Drop like. Potheads ran it up from 4,200, huh? 420, 0.4. All the way up. If you had entries at 420 here, 4,200, you just let it rock. You're like 2,000 pips up, 2,500. Oh no, what am I saying? 42, 600 pips up. 1,000. Dee dee dee. $15 didn't close above, maybe the 30 does. Gotta wait. No choice but to wait. We're looking for sells on closures. That sell must be below 42.62. Anything within here has a high likelihood of bouncing back up. So you really want price either to drive through here or tap this area and come back up. You don't want it to get stuck between 65 and 62. Right? Don't want to be a part of this. You really honestly at the moment don't want to be a part of this either. This is good. This is good. This is good. What a nice rejection, 110 pips. Okay, by the way, we're like a few subs away from 28K. Thank you. I appreciate it. I'm pretty sure we're gonna get there this stream. Let me check, but like, yeah, please drop a like and sub to the channel. Help me get to 28K tonight. That'd be a W. We're 28 subs away from 28K. That's crazy. Is that not a sign? 28 for 28? Let's do it, Asian session. Come on. You guys have been outdoing the New York session in sub counts by a lot. Need to be at 100K subs? Yeah, that's what I really want. I'd like 100K subs, and it would really grow this channel, and it would really grow the community, right? It would just be an amazing community. Because it's, right? This is, everyone's here with a common goal and a common interest. When you guys share and like and sub, YouTube recommends this to like-minded people. right? And that's how we build a like-minded community. You let us know when you enter. It's my first day here. Yeah, absolutely. You'll see my entries on screen. You'll see, I'll let you know as it's happening, before it's happening, where it's happening, when it's happening, and exactly what I'm going to do. A big, beautiful community. Yeah. It's going to be so big. So beautiful. Oof. Six minutes there on the 30. Biggest, the largest. On point. Yeah. My day is 8/28. Oh, your birthday? My brother's birthday, 8/29. 8/28, yeah, 28. Can we get 28 more subs? That'd be so sick. $26, we're getting closer. 26 subs. Appreciate everyone that just subbed. Appreciate all the new people showing up today. And everyone that's has joined the private channel over the last few weeks. Yeah, the 15 closed bullish at support. The 30s grabbed this bottom wick off the support. It's likely we flip, but then are we flipping bullish on the 15 or are we flipping bearish on the 30 and the hour, right? So the candle is chasing shadows for now, trying to figure it out. Pancakes 42.55. Yes and no. I was thinking about it. Let me see the stops here. I think I like them here better at 42.58. It would just make sense in terms of higher highs, higher lows, not really getting to this support, you know, bottoming out somewhere here and continuing the higher low on the higher time frame, and it would tap the hourly level. I mean, higher low here on the smaller time frame, right? But it would tap the hourly level. But then your stops here are pretty heavy, right? Your stops are about 73 pips. You can try to snipe it off of there, but then it probably doesn't get there. I think if it gets here, it smashes this level down. But we'll. But in cases like this, right, when you're not sure, like look at this, right? You have the 30 and the 15 level here, right? We go to the 30, the 15. You got the hourly level over here, which is probably a 4-hour level as well. Let's look at the 4-hour. Yeah, and that's the 4-hour level right there. Right, this is a big reason why I would rather take this level, but you'd need that 4-hour bullish close first. So what I honestly would do, I would wait for this to come down because I don't know which level, right? We don't know if the 58, if the 1-hour, 4-hour level is going to hold, or if we're going to get a nice sniper wick at 42.55 on the 15.30. So what I like to do is let this come down and establish that support. It's either going to establish it here or here. If we're able to get an onion traded back up, great. If not, it's going to come back up, right? Roughly the same way it comes up is the same way it comes down. So as it comes down, it'll get to here, right? Either this area or this area, right? I don't know yet. Then it'll come back up to here. And wherever it bottoms out, right? I don't know if it's going to, like I said, I don't know if it's going to come down here. Wrong color, sorry. I don't know if it's going to come down, bottom out here, or if it's going to come down and bottom out here, right? But wherever it does, it's going to do the same thing it did to the left. Something like this makes sense, right? From here, come back up to this area. You would expect to come back up here. And my limit order would be now at the level that is established, whatever it respected. If it respected this, that's going to be the buy limit. If it respected this, that's going to be the buy limit, because eventually this candle will come back down, right? You'll get like a, maybe the very next candle, and you'll see this, right? You'll see this candle coming down and kind of wicking down. It's either going to bounce off this area. If we close there, sorry, I printed that wrong, right? It's either going to do this, right, and bounce off of here, and you're just playing this wick, and hopefully next candle rides up, or you're going to get, right? It's going to, oh, whoops, sorry. Going to come down, and you're looking for a bounce off of here, and you're just looking for this wick or a slingshot back up, but you're just looking honestly for that bounce. Even though it maintains bearish momentum, you're looking just for this bounce for the range, break even, and then if you're lucky enough, maybe it takes off on you and reverses there. I don't know if it's my imagination, but your mic sounds kind of abrupt. Is anyone else getting that? Virgo gang, W. Yeah, I'm a Virgo too. I'm a September baby. No, everyone's getting a good feed. Yeah, so if this was, you know, one person, if it's one person saying it, I don't know. But if it was everybody saying it, then I'd be like, all right, we got an issue. Let me get a tissue. Oof, 24 away. Thank you to the 4 new subs. Appreciate you guys. So one of these will be respected, right? And we'll get rid of the other ones. Is going to close here. Wow. It flipped, but went nowhere. It respected support there, right? It respected this level. Never closed back in range on the 15 years. Nothing you can do. It closed below the most recent, right? But it did not close back in range here. So you could get a bottom wick and a continued drive up, right? And if you're going to come down, you honestly don't need a top wick on this candle. It could come down now. Look at the top wick on the previous one. Look at all those orders grabbed. The hourly could continue down if it wants to. Sounds like a noise gate. Maybe, but I'm not like a sound engineer, right? I try to do my best off from. I graduated YouTube University when it comes to sound engineering. It's the best I can do. This is my understanding of the equipment, and hopefully one day someone that's good enough at this will be around my office and they can help me. The bounce off 42.55 is the more safe position. Yeah, the thing is, you can get a bounce off 42.58, come up, and then just blast through 55. If that's the level, you have no reason to respect 55 then at that point. Get a limiter at, there's a limiter in their software. Like there's a whole software attached to it that I went through it and, you know, and adjusted over a few weeks, but should have a built-in compressor. Yeah. What are we doing? Are we going to flip this hourly back bullish? Or are we just going to continue down? Like I said, we don't need a top wick really to continue down. Previous candles got one, but you are at a support, so you can't. That's not your edge. But your edge could be tapping these areas. Remember we said the 15 and the 30? If we tap the 30 but close back above the 15, it would make complete sense, which is what we're doing right now. But we need a closure. Close back up there, we can start looking to refill this wick. But for now, nothing doing. What broker do you use? I use AMP Futures for the live account, and I use Top 1 Futures for the funded. Voice as usual, a bit sexy whiskey voice. Okay, all right. Coming from a man, huh? Yeah. You've been watching the Diddy documentary, haven't you? Yo. Which time frame are you looking for the closure to be sure of your trade? Well, we're going to need the 15 and the 30 to line up, and the hourly and the 4-hour to line up with the narrative as well. Like, I'm going to go top down, right? I'm going to need multiple time frames to line up here, right? A closure back above the range, right? So maybe the 15 closes like it is right now, right? Then we have the next 15 closing like this. The 30 at that point would close right back above this level, looking like this, right? So now the 15 faked out, 30 held support there, and at that point the hourly closes, and the hourly would close bullish above this little range, right? The hourly would close at that point like this. Be a weak ass hourly, but that's how it would close. Still bullish, smaller time frames above the range. You're looking at that point to the 30 and maybe a nice bottom wick. Maybe if it's the beginning of the hourly, you'd rather get a top wick first, come down, and then get a bottom wick, and then re-break the top wick that's made, because the top wick will typically bounce you off the first initial resistance, right, to come down, grab orders, and then as you grab a lot of orders, they're usually stronger than whatever top wick you grabbed, and they'll drive up. But if you get a bottom wick and come up and start flipping, it's very tough to tell where that initial rejection is, right? So off the new hourly, I usually try to let it get a nice top wick before executing on the break of the current candle high, because it'll create that bottom wick, flip, where a lot of people have orders, it won't drive, it'll come back down, and then I'll have my buy stops above wherever that is. So ideally it forms that top wick in that little rejection area right here, see, to let us know, all right, this is the first rejection area, we got to break through that to fill the rest of the range. As we grab enough orders and bounce off support, any break of highs here fills the range. And right, but if you grab it and there's no top wick, yeah, it can come up, fill the range with momentum, but usually it'll bounce into that little initial rejection area. So then you could say, all right, even if it doesn't come down, break the high, but it comes down to a support, right? Maybe up down to here, and then breaks highs, you get right in it. Are you more bullish than bearish? Yes, sir. Yes. But I'm going to wait on the closures, right? I'm going to wait for this candle to close below. I'm going to wait for the next one to close back up above, or attempt to close above. And I really like this 1 hour level, because that's a 4-hour level. Well, we look at the 4-hour here, right? You really shouldn't break this wick, and that's only a 53 pip stop off the 4-hour. The problem with this is this 4-hour hasn't closed yet, right? It's not the next 4-hour candle. So technically, when we come down to this area, we don't really necessarily have to reject. We can continue down, reject somewhere down here. But if this 4-hour closes, the next 4-hour, yeah, right here, 42.58. 55 is not even in question. It'll be 42.58 off the 4-hour level if you close bullish on this 4-hour, right? So we close like this in about an hour and a half, hour 20, right? We kind of trickle up and down in this area. Next 4-hour opens, I'm having my buy limit over here, 58 here. Definitely don't want it down there, back down there now. Here's the deal. We can also come back down here now, bounce either establish this or this as a support and bounce back up, right? You get a 4-hour closure, and then whatever that bounce down, remember I said a retest of wherever the support is going to be made, that'll be the 4-hour bottom wick for the next 4 hour. And like that'll all come into play. So if it comes down now, you want to bounce back up, you want a support to be established because you're going to take entries there off the next 4-hour bottom wick. So you're planning pretty decently ahead, right? But you're planning for that power move. You're planning for that 95%. Got a bullish 1-hour leg candle that needs to be filled. Yeah, I don't interpret leg candles like this. But everyone's got a different definition of that. Everywhere you go, everyone's got a different definition. So a lit candle would typically, this is how I see light candles. If you saw a bullish light candle, right, it would look exactly like this candle is right now with no top wick. This is a light candle, right? A bearish light candle, right, is this. Body shorter than the wick, no wick at the other end. Price likely to come back the other way. Right. Sorry, price likely to come back the other way here, like this, on the following candle. Price likely to come back the other way here on the following candle. So I wouldn't interpret something like this, right? What Reggie's looking at, like this is a light candle. It's got no bottom wick. No, I interpret it the other way. And you have this and no top wick. All right, so we're back up in range. So for now, the 15 is respecting. We got to close back above the 15 level here, right? 42.66, and we can look maybe for the next 15 up. Start filling the wick. I honestly would rather this be the 30. Probably gonna wait on the next hour. Close back up above there. Talking about that's the candidate. 1 hour. Oh, this one, yeah, yeah. I guess I feel like that's enough of a wick. I'm not sure you talk. Okay, this bullish one, right here. I think this wick has to get filled right here.
Yeah, that's the one I was talking about.
I got you.
Yeah.
I think at some point it does get filled.
Well, I saw the push down that we were having. I thought maybe it would at least try and touch the body and then maybe reject and then eventually fill a little later on.
I think if we're able to establish a range here, right, price will typically, right, come down here. You'll see this, like I was talking about, a reaction off this area here, right? You'll see that, but a lot of times you'll see this. Right, this. And you're right, it usually does get filled, but at areas like this, you'll see this on the higher time frame, like I just pointed out. It'll probably look like this. So you filled this area, but you still respected the higher time frame level, close back up in range, and on your merry way. If it decides to make this area a range, might not. It just continue. Yeah, it looked scary on the hourly, right? As it flipped and started coming down to these areas, you're like, all right, push. Markets love to do that. Just as your brain starts telling you, all right, that's where we're going, market's like, gotcha, bitch. That's what it always does. And that's the way, that's why you guys DM me later and send me text messages going like, look, every time I enter, it's like somebody's watching me and they're trying to get me out. As soon as I enter, it goes the other way. I'm like, man, I wish I could put all of you guys in one group chat. You'd be like, nah, that happens to me. No, it's just me. It's everybody. It's just human nature. Like when that's how your brain operates, right? You got to get out of that box and try to get ahead of it. Usually use like candle on higher time frames. Yeah, the higher time frames are better, but then the wicks the other way are more. Bring a torch and pitchforks. Nice. How old are you? How old do I look? How much would you give me? Give you a clue. I was established back in the 1900s. You know about so much volume midday today? Yeah, FOMC, they dropped rates. The Fed dropped rates and off we went. Early 30s. I am 40 on the dot. I am 40. The established hurt more than the 1900s, yeah. 12 minutes here. We close like this, we're good to go to come up. We just need a closure like this. This is a perfect closure for us. Oh, the 15. Looks great. How much room is there? Too late. Sorry, gang, too late. 2 pips. How much room is there? 11. To the fill of the wick, 30. How much? I'm going to wait on the hourly. Let's wait on this 30 to close. But we might miss it by then, I think. Might miss it by then. This is tough. Tough. It'd be great if it can hang around here. Wait, what's the stop here? 15. Let's see if it can break the lows. If it breaks the lows and then re-breaks highs, we can do that. Right, because we can respect this area and come right back down. It's only 11 pips, but if we close on the 30, I think we're filling the wick up. That would be an hourly closure. It would be a bullish hourly closure, yeah. Gonna push up, huh? Maybe break at highs. Stop here for 2 lot. And we'll go with, actually, you know what? Hold on. I don't like this wick here. I don't like this. Might tap this area, come down. Let's wait. I'm going to wait on the hourly. Yeah. If it pushes up, it pushes up. I don't like this wick here. It's ugly. Plus, I would definitely prefer a steeper bottom wick here to a support, not kind of mid-range here. This wick is scary. "37, you're about 2 to 5 years younger." No, I'm 3 years older. You're a millennial. I'm a millennial. Let's wait on this hourly. 10 minutes here. 10 minutes. Really don't like this to the left here. Might push heavy, but I'm not gonna mess with this wick to the left. Push through it. Yeah, looking like it. Patience, patience. Yeah, I mean, honestly, I've just seen it reject. I've seen it tap these areas, and then it becomes your head and shoulder area, right? You tap this area here, and then it comes back down heavy off that tip of the wick. Want some clean range. Gotta be honest with you, we would not have, if we entered there, we would not have secured anything. I would have went break even right here. We would have had about 7, 8 pips, and it would have beat. Right, the whole point of the position would have been to see if we can push heavy on the momentum. But if we took that entry out, definitely at this level would have been BE. So if I'm being honest with myself, missing nothing. I drink A2 milk. Oh, looking good tonight. Yeah. Hasn't been optimal in terms of trading. It's been great in terms of volume. It's been optimal in terms of the ranges, the way the ranges are created here. I'm gonna come back down. Got a 1 hour closure here in 6 minutes. The 1 hour level here across. Respect. So is this buy or sell? Right now it's just noise. Nothing for me yet. Got 50 pips after open with 2 contract and just got another 40 with 1 different. Hey, running it up. Job, job. Winning never hurt nobody. Yeah, 5 days a week. Just do whatever or schedule. No, I got a 5-day split. Chest, shoulders, back, arms, legs, and at the end of the workout, 2 days a week I'll do abs with a 5-day split. Yeah, like when is the big gonna let me hit? Soon, my friend, soon. Coming. Coming. Hold on a second. It's bullish. It's not looking amazing, but it's bullish. Let's see how we open up. Top wick, huh? Yeah, if we come down to support areas, I'll have a buy limit. I mean, a buy stop. I'm sorry, buy stop. Limit off here since we have a top wick now. Just continue down. Well, there goes our advantage point, and move this down here. Right, it's a new support. Problem is, I'm not gonna get to see this 4-hour through with you guys. So I'm gonna be back here. I got to dip at like 9:40, let's say, and then I'll be back around 10:15, 10:30. If it still didn't make that bottom wick, we'll probably look for it. I'm not gonna be here for the actual closure. Very scary trying to sell. I mean, it's not scary, but you got to be smart about it. And right, like, you see how we had a little reaction here off the 30 level, right? If you look here, look at the 30 level. You came up here, you had a reaction down here at this range on the 30 level, right? Came down, I got that bottom wick. Then you go to the 15 right here, and you see when it came up to the 15, it smashed right through it. And that candle didn't have a bottom wick, just like we don't have right now. Right, initially came up, had this reaction like we're having right now, and then eventually it smashed through this top level. So I don't want to go through this right here. Here. Okay. you get this. And then you start looking right here, right here. Zero reaction. Might see the same thing. It reacted and it decided that the 30 level was it here, right? You see that reaction. Yeah, maybe it does so here too, but I wouldn't want to be a part of it. It's not what I'm going to be. We come up here, I might be a part of this for 26 pips. I would use these wicks here to the left. This wick right there, this wick right there. Kind of even out there, so be about 26, 27 pip stop, possibly. Personally, I want to come back down here to support and look for some buys. I'm not sure which level we respect, but I'm really of the opinion that I might just have this level and a pineapple here. Usually I want this level to be established, but I think we're going to have a pretty good chance to find a support here. Just want it to happen now in the next 25 minutes, in the next half hour. Otherwise, I might miss it just like last night I had to go. Yeah, getting down to hourly levels 58, we'll have an entry. Give me a second, I gotta run to the bathroom, be right back. Yeah, we're about 100 pips away from possible limit entries. You hear when the Asia start? About an hour. No, Asia start opened about a little over 3 hours ago. Okay, I'm gonna have a buy limit here at 58.5. Oh, shoot. Stops will be below the wicks. All right, may the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house, gang. And tap this area, resistance area, come down. Asia opens around 6 p.m. Yeah, Asia opens at 6 p.m. Hong Kong opens at 8 p.m. I believe. I mean, we're really 8 to 10 p.m. is really the peak of Asian volume. It's tight here. See? We really want this right here. We want this wick. See the levels we came up to? And from there, the market came down. That's where the wick is. That's why the entry is there. My overall risk here is going to be roughly 2.5, 2,500. I think we get there. Let's see if we respect it. I really want to keep the stops here at the 4 hour right here. That's what I really want to do. I think there's a chance the 4 hour flips and not drives. Hopefully it doesn't flip. Hopefully it taps our entry and continues up. This is what I'm going to look like here, 55.5 as well. All right, let's see what happens. On 1 hour. What do you think of that 42.55 level for an entry as well? Yep, pineapple area, and I think that's going to be our attempt for the night. I like the levels; they're solid. We're very bullish. The daily's bullish. The 4 hours so far is the previous 4 hours bullish, right? Now our entry's at the flip, but I'm expecting it to hold. So I like the 4 hour level that we're getting in on. I would have preferred on the next hourly, but okay. It's 30 resistance, previous resistance, 15 resistance, and then we have pineapple at the 30 and the 15 support. About 12 pips away. $60. It's cold out, knock knock. Oh, my bad. Zoom door, I didn't see. Locked in on this. Locked in. All right. Yeah. Price is that buy limit on 4258.5 and then 4255.5.
What's up, everybody?
Buddy. This is really off the hourly on the 4 hour, right? This is the 4 hour wick down here. The only concern is look at this level, the drop off from this level. But I also see the very recent price action, how we got up here, right? It was right off that level that we have right now. And we've also established it as a support here recently. So strong daily rejection area. If this doesn't activate by like first 5 minutes of the next 30, I'm gonna have to run. And you guys will take this on your own. Also don't want a closure below here because a closure below here takes you down to the rest of the range, right, on the smaller time frame. Kind of wanted it to keep coming down and bounce back up. But if we close below here, I might think of deleting this buy limit. Go, bring us down, see what happens. And 15 is amazing, right? We closed above there on the previous 15 and we opened up with a bottom wick we just didn't quite get to. Slow. TP around 61.1. Around 25, 26 pips. Can I explain the thought behind it? I did. Just go back earlier in the stream. Rewind a little bit. Just a little bit. Because this is the hourly level where we drive off from. It's also a 4-hour level here. You'd really want to be in on this entry after the 4-hour close because the 4-hour closed bullish at that point and it opened up here. But if it comes down here now, it's also an hourly level. It's a level where we've driven up heavily from before, right? We've come back to that area and driven up, and 4 hours has given us a nice stop here on this bottom wick. We could utilize. Price technically should not break that low. It's about 51 pips. I have it a bit extended for the overall range here on the hourly. I might change it. 15 flipped, yeah, that doesn't mean anything. It's got to close. It could flippity pippity wherever it wants. I need it to close. It can make this top wick and head right back down to our levels. Right, because on that flip, probably a lot of orders there. And it's only a 15, so probably not enough orders to continue. Right? You're going to get a bunch of buyers here and on the flip and continue back down. I'm from India. W. Nice. Welcome, India. I got a goldfish. Yeah, chat, drop a like and sub to the channel, please, especially if you're new here. And please, please, please share the stream. Please help me grow this community. Help me grow this channel. I will forever ask you for your likes and your subs and your shares. It means a lot to me, to the channel, to the channel. What time frame are you on? I'm using a combination of 4 hour, 1 hour, 30, and a 15 right now to do this analysis. 4 time frames involved in this. I understand the range is heavy. The volume, there's a lot of volume up and down, so be careful. Like the wicks can be steep. That's why I'm not over risking here, right? You see the 2 buy limits, very little risk into it. Right? I can technically lose another 19,000 to lose the account. Damn. What's up with the volume? 2 minutes for the 30 close. Give me no bottom wick. Give me no bottom wick, yo. Me no like the volume. 55.5. I think this is what we're gonna do. 56.3. Yeah, I think that's gonna be the level for the pineapple, and I think the stop would be smaller. I think we're gonna keep this as a stop. 53.4. There we go. And here's the deal. It might break the stop and then come back up. And if that happens, then you'll just look for the fake out and an onion to come back up, and you'll over leverage a little bit on the way up.
Correct. That's on the live account.
Oh, yeah. Gotta do that. Where did I put it? 56.3. Our game made the forces of evil become confused on the way to your house. Been there. Once we break the highs, I'm just gonna go break even. I'm gonna expect it to push. Oh. What just happened? Oh, I'm in at 4 lots over there. I'm in at 4 lots. All right, let's see. Let's see if the stops hold. A lot of bearish momentum. Come on, push us up here. Here's my stop. 47, 48. No bottom wick on the next candle. I want to extend this. Gonna do? What you gonna do? I'm gonna keep this stop right there. That'll be my stop. 52.8. 52.8.
Don't be nervous, chat.
Don't be nervous. I mean, if the volume takes you out, once it closes back up in range, you'll take the same trade. It's okay. All right, stops to break even here. Should not come back down to our entry. Oh! The live account just got taken out. Wait.
It's jumping so bad for me.
Yeah. That's a lot of fucking volume. I don't know how I just made $240, closed it, and I'm minus 32. I don't know. I don't know how I just saw it in profit. I think I moved my stops. I moved my buy limit instead of the stop.
My position was activated before price even got there, and then it was activated and price wasn't even there for like a good 10 seconds.
This level was good here.
I only had this.
Oh shit, I got a sell limit here. Hold on, let me get rid of that. That level was good here. The second one that we had, I would have sniped it.
Yeah, I only had the second one because I had a sell down. So I kind of closed a little bit close and then I took buys up.
The thing is, we want this reaction, right? We want the initial reaction off that level and a pump back up. Once it gets this top wick and starts re-breaking lows, I really have a hard time continuing that. But what I will say is look at the 1 hour now, right? If the 1 hour closes respecting this area or a little bit above it, right? The 4 hour closes above it and 4 hour closes bullish in that case. You're going to look for a buy limit off the same level, wherever it's going to close right now, right? Or if it, wherever it pushes up, right? If this holds support right now, if this candle flips bullish and holds support, you're looking at a buy limit at the same level here. And if you're looking like this right now, and this is going to flip, next candle, next 1 hour, bottom wick entry. I'm afraid this is going to smash through everything. This was supposed to be the last thing that holds, and once it bounced back up in range, it should have just went. If it didn't do that, I think we smash a lot of the levels and then still come back up in range. We gave it a chance. We gave it a chance to pump up, right? You got to manage risk on the limits. You got to be quick. Right? Yeah, because the market on a limit order, the market is driving against you, right? It's not a stop. The market is driving against you. As soon as it gives you the reaction that you wanted, right? We tapped our level on the dot. I'm not expecting it to come back there. Would it give you 9 pips? I'm expecting it to continue up.
Oh yeah, I got like 9 on the dot.
Yeah. See, now it went back up. It bounced off this level, came back up all in one candle. So it gave you 20 pips, came back up. I think we might break these wicks down here, but then end up coming back in range. You might see a heavy bottom wick here. Right? You might see this push, and then eventually it just looks something like this. Close you back up in range. A lot of drawings on screen. I'm sorry, gang. Why get in buys when you could have gotten in sells? You know the direction. No, I don't think I know the direction, because I think if we get in buys here and bottom out, we're good to go. If we get in sells here, we could bottom out here. We are so heavily bullish, right? Of all the higher time frames, the previous candle has closed massively bullish from the daily to the 4 hour to the 1 hour. Everything was closing bullish. Well, the last 1 hour is just, closed bullish above the range. Now we're melting. And remember I said, look at these candles coming from that area. So I'm going to look for that quick reaction, but I'm not going to hold it to come up immediately because of what we've seen here before. So, right, I'm going to go move stops to break even fairly quickly. And if it bounces up, we're going to be sitting pretty. If it doesn't, no harm, no foul, right? Aren't you guys glad I moved stops to VE? All who are new, welcome. There's no entry anywhere for a sell position, right? Closure at support, never closed below, closure at support, never closed below. And you see how the candles don't really create any wicks, just kept closing at support and just driving. Okay, now let's look what this bottomed out before, right? When we have those drops. Here, over here. Hey, wake up. Oh shit, it's fucking 9:37. Chat, I gotta run. Hold on, let me do a final analysis and what we could look for. You have, I need to see a 4-hour level here. This is not a bad area for buys either. 42.46, right? Previous higher time frame range resistance. The hourly close there, it gives you a nice stop. The hourly, the 15, the 30, the 1 hour, right? It's the only thing it's not is a 4-hour. But guess what? It is daily. Interesting. You got no top wick on this candle. Oh, orders grabbed. Yeah. Scary. That wick right there is fucking scary. This will definitely be a buy limit whenever we get there. Unless we get there middle of the night, 42.21. There's 100% a buy limit area. Gonna be a bit of a small stop here, right? 145. Oh man, gotta run. I feel so sick right now if I enter a position, and I'm not gonna make it to where I'm going. What a trade, took that W. Congrats. Get you now. Yeah, it's 40. I gotta run. I'm gonna be an ass if I don't fucking go right now. Hey, if you're looking for positions, I'd probably look for a limit here. It's giving you a decent stop, around 57 pips. You probably want this candle to close with no bottom wick, or you want the next candle to open up with a bottom wick first. But I gotta run. Like really gotta run. Clear sell, can't you see? I'm not looking for a long-term position. I'm looking for a quick bounce based on what I read. It's a clear sell, fine, but on any kind of sell, your stops are 200 pips right now, right off this hourly. What do you want to do? You want to off the 15? The 15 flips here. About half of that, about 100 pips. Like, I don't know. It's not just about buying or selling. Risk matters too, right? Levels matter. We're clearly bullish on the daily. The Fed dropped the rates. You're expecting a pump. Pump it up. Pump it up. Why don't you just drive instead of running? You're right. I am gonna drive. Give me a sec. Hold on. Let's see how this works out. I gotta get dressed. By the way, please drop a like, sub to the channel, and share this stream. Hey, I'm gonna close it out here. My phone's going off.
Take it easy, gang.
Hey, I appreciate you guys showing up. Hey, Signal Channel. As soon as I come back, I'm probably going to be back on the chart. So I'll see you guys in there. Mods, thank you for helping me on the stream. Chat, love and wisdom to you all. As for me, my time here is up. And just like that, another Asian session is in the books. Gang, I appreciate you guys so much. please, please, please keep showing up. Let's keep running it up. I know yesterday and today we didn't have a position, but yesterday morning we did. We had 3 of them, and I think that's that could have fed us for the week. But I'll be back here tomorrow morning, barring any other fucking emergencies. Oh, we'll talk about the emergency that I had this morning. I'll discuss it tomorrow. Just remind me, gang. All right, and that's it. I'm out. I'll talk to you guys later. See you tomorrow.
Appreciate you, Wicks.
For sure. For sure. Appreciate you guys as well. Have a good night.